You're listening to Counterclockwise, where we decide the best of unimportant categories. Up next, keep the change, you filthy animal. Ultimate Showdown Explorers, coming up in about 23 seconds.
Are you ready?
You are looking live of my pistol.
They're fighting. They're swinging. Down goes Anderson. Down goes Anderson.
I don't want a piece of you. I want the whole thing.
Right through the glass window of the barber shop.
Ding, ding.
I probably should have brought this up during our Halloween month, since we had like 3 episodes that I could have mentioned it, but I didn't. But here we are mentioning it now.
It's only the 4th, so there's a little bit of carryover.
Yeah. A while ago, you mentioned that once in a while you catch yourself walking like Jose Ramirez.
Dude, why was I actually just thinking about that like a week ago?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, do you ever find yourself walking like Michael Myers? Because that's what I thought of, or that's what made me think of it. Because one day, it may be just because I've been like, obviously I've had Halloween on the mind. We've talked about it a bunch. I've been listening to a couple different podcasts about it, and then, watching all the movies all month. So I don't know if maybe it was just like on the brain or something, but I noticed one day I was just walking at work. I was just kind of just like walking like from the front of the store to the back, but it was something where like I was kind of in a hurry. So I was kind of like speed walking almost, but for whatever reason, I just like didn't move my arms. And I just like for a second, I just kind of I left my body and saw myself from a third person perspective. I'm like, that was just a very creepy walk that I just did. It was very, very Michael Myers. Yeah, where I was just like walking very intentionally, but like not really moving my arms much, and just like very stiff.
I can't say I have. No, I normally, my arms are very movable when I'm walking.
Yeah, it's kind of the opposite of the Jose Ramirez walk. Yeah,
I don't think I've ever found myself not moving my arms unless I'm like intentionally doing them, like intentionally doing it to somebody.
Yeah. I don't usually move my arms that much, I guess, when I walk. Like, I definitely move them, but I don't. It's not very exaggerated normally, I think. But then, I don't know, it's just like something like I just have to get somewhere really quick. But usually it's a short distance, and I'll just, for whatever reason, I'm just walking very, also similar to like the, back to, was that last episode? Charlie the Robot? Where he just kind of like walks very stiffly, but like quickly.
Really fast.
Yeah. But anyway.
Well, speaking of Halloween, I have an update.
Okay.
On my movie challenge.
Oh.
I got it done. I did do it.
What? How? You were at, 3? Was that the last episode? Was that the last time we talked? You were at 3?
Yes.
With like a week to go?
I have the proof. I have every movie I watched from that day. I wrote it down.
Well, that's not really proof. You could have just wrote down 31 movies.
That's true. But some of the movies you'll see, I'd have no reason to write them down.
Okay.
I wouldn't think to write it down.
Okay, I got you.
I watched Corpse Bride. I've never heard of that movie.
You never heard of the movie?
No.
Well,
anyways,
yeah,
okay.
That was in your era where you were like, animation sucks. I'm not a child. I'm 13.
All right. I have the advanced metrics.
Okay. So that'll be good.
I started my journey on October 19th while painting pumpkins.
October 19th. And that 31 movies to go.
And that was the I Know What You Did Last Summer
marathon. All 3 of them, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I watched the 31 movies in 13 days. 45.16% of them I watched at home. Mm-hmm. So 54.84 I watched at work on my laptop. 48.39% of the movies I watched were my very first viewing of them.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So a little bit more were a rerun for me, but sometimes that's good.
How many is that per day?
I'm getting there. So the 51.61%, that'd be the movie those are the movies I watched for the second time or more. Mm-hmm. Ironically, that was the same percentage of movies that were part of a franchise. 19% of them were holiday related. So like Thanksgiving and Halloween.
And that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
The St. Patrick's Day Massacre.
My peak viewing day was October 26th, where I watched 5 movies.
That's actually not too bad. I feel like I've definitely had a day where I've watched more than 5 movies.
My longest view streak.
It helps that these are horror movies and they're a lot.
Yeah.
They tend to be shorter.
Yeah, I had to really cut down on my run time towards the end to be able to get to the end.
Oh yeah, I had to get some short ones in there.
My longest viewing streak was 6 days in a row from October 26th to the 31st, right up until the deadline.
Uh-huh.
And I had to work that night, so I didn't have until midnight to watch them. I had to get them done by like 8.
Yeah.
Right. So about the second third of my list, I went on what I like to call the girlfriend run. Where
Yeah.
I watched Halloween Town 1 and 2, and then The Corpse Bride.
Okay.
Fine.
I remember not liking The Corpse Bride very much when I was a kid. I only watched it one time. I might appreciate it more now.
You know me.
Yeah, I don't remember liking it.
You say I don't like innovation and all that shit.
Did I say innovation? No, I didn't say innovation. Animation? Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, I thought you said innovation. It's not that I don't like animation. Tim Burton creeps me out.
I mean, it is creepy, but that's the point.
I know, but all his shit just really creeps me out. It's just hard to get behind.
I'm talking about how when you were younger, you used to be like angry about cartoons because you're like, I'm not going to watch an animated movie till I got kids of my own.
Okay,
because
moving on.
we would talk about like, I don't know, like Toy Story 3 or something. Well, that was different because you were older by then. But like, I don't know, like a Pixar movie, and you're like, no, pass. I don't want to. I'm not going to watch a cartoon. I'm a man.
And then
I'm 22. I'm a man.
And then as an adult, I watched The Life of Pets, and I was like, I'm back in. All right. All in all, I watched 3,151 minutes of movies, if you include total runtime, meaning credits. If you back that down, I probably watched closer to 2,830-ish minutes of actual movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Or 47 hours and 21 minutes.
In 13 days.
Yes. I watched all the Fear Streets again.
Yeah.
I watched Reluctant Werewolf. I couldn't not watch it after the last the last episode. I had to.
Yeah.
So, with all these movies I watched, I didn't write it down, but I think it was like 3.2 movies a day I watched.
Yeah.
When I did the math on it. But
yeah, you said 31 in 13 days.
Yeah, it would have had to have been something close to that.
Be like
something,
2.5.
So,
Ish.
The average Rotten Tomatoes score of the movies I watched, 65.1%. Average audience score was weirdly lower. It was 63.23%, which is surprising. Usually audience scores are more, but there were quite a bit of discrepancies a lot of the times. Usually.
Sometimes they're surprising.
Yeah.
I don't know what to make of that sometimes, but where it's kind of surprising where it seems like this would be like a critical darling movie, and then it's like, the audience score is like 95 and the critic score is like 70. It's like, what?
The average IMDb rating was 6.12 out of 10. So,
did you stop at 31?
Yeah.
You got exactly 31.
I got exactly, because there's no way I was going to get more.
Yeah. 2.38 is what my calculator says.
I even broke this down into a pie chart.
Okay.
39.4% of the movies I watched were slasher films.
You said 39.4?
Yeah.
That's actually lower than I thought it would be.
Well, I wanted to like...
So I feel like you could bang those out pretty quickly if you just did
that. And
like you could just sit there and watch all the Friday the 13th, and that's a third of your movies.
Yeah, but that's too easy,
Yeah,
I wanted to really, I honest to God wanted to challenge myself, and I didn't want to only rely on the slasher genre. So the next highest one was 15.2% for psychological thrillers. Those were the movies that were the time killers. Because those took 2 hours plus.
What you got some examples?
The Inheritance. That one was meh. Okay. I have Long Legs. That one's really good. Is it good? I would highly recommend.
I see
it
all the time. I don't. Yeah.
Highly recommend that one. Us I was kind of indifferent about it. I just watched Nope. That was pretty good. I like that one a lot.
Us? Is that the one with like the duplicate family?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Trying to think of a way to phrase that, but yeah.
And I tried to I really wanted to space out my genres here,
Yeah.
and so I went 12.1 Supernatural.
12.1.
12.1%.
Oh. I forgot we were doing a pie chart. Is that like paranormal stuff? Like
No, it's
or like devils and demons and stuff?
yeah, it's kind of like Devils and Like The Inheritance is like a demon devil movie.
Have you ever watched Parasite?
No, I want to.
Me too. I don't know. That's another one I don't really know anything about other than everybody loved it.
Okay, so I have 4 tied at 6.1% that I watched, and that would have been it's going to be like Adventure Family, which that's what I consider the Halloween Town, I got Animation, and then Possession. I watched a lot of exorcism movies. Actually, not really, if you look at the chart, but and then I don't know why I said I did.
Okay, yeah.
And then the final one would be horror comedy. There's some pretty good horror comedies. I like Bloody Axe Wound is pretty fucking funny.
Bloody Axe Wound?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's about a daughter that takes over her dad's job of being like a killer.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
But they like own like a 90s movie rental place. And he kills these teens that are circled in this book because they're part of like he's like the Jason Voorhees of his generation, but he's like old and dying.
Oh yeah.
So his daughter's like taking over the mantle, so to say. And
that's funny. That kind of reminds me of, I think I've talked about this before, but what's it called? Behind the Mask. What's it? Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. I just looked that up recently. Otherwise, I wouldn't have remembered that whole title.
I think you suggested that to me one time.
But it's a similar kind of thing where it exists in it's a like a meta one where it's like self-referential. It's similar to a lot of similarities to Scream, where they talk about like the rules of horror movies and stuff, where like there's a virgin and they have to be the last one and yada yada. But like there's like a main character. It's like a mockumentary where like there's a film crew following like the serial killer, the killer of the movie. But it exists in a world where like the legendary like slasher villains all exist in the real world. Like Jason Voorhees is a real person in this universe. So there's like an old serial killer guy that the new guy, the Leslie Vernon character, he like talks to and he like mentors him. Yeah. So it kind of reminds me of that.
That's cool.
The old mentor guy is Herschel from The Walking Dead.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And to finish it out, I got 3%. I watched video game adaptations. So basically 3% would be I watched one movie of each.
I was going to say, yeah, you watched one.
So it's
what was that one?
Until Dawn.
Okay.
And then Who Done It. And then Found Footage. I only watched one, and that was VHS. That was not great.
I can't remember. I think it's just called like it's REC. I think is what it's called.
Like record.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what movie.
But it's like a similar thing. It's basically the same premise. One of them was like terrible, and one of them was upsetting and also not great. I don't know. Like I had a friend who was like really into those kinds of movies, like the movies that just like are supposed to freak you out, but there's like no real substance to them. And I don't know. I'm not a fan.
I think my favorite ones I watched were either Nope or The Rule of Jenny Penn.
Is Nope the one? They're the one with Stephen Yeun.
Yeah.
Yeun. I don't remember how to pronounce his name. Yeah, I haven't seen him on Talking Dead in a while, where they actually pronounce it.
Yeah, it was. And then I think the least favorite one was probably Scream 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Out of all of those, your least favorite was Scream that you didn't like?
Well, I
thought Scream 3 was pretty good.
I still Know What You Did Last Summer, probably up there too. Oh, actually, you know what? There's a movie called There's a movie called Pilgrim that I watched.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. I like the general idea of it, but it was just so ridiculous. This like stepmom is like tired of like trying to bring her family together, and she sees this ad for these
reenactors.
Yes,
I saw this. I don't remember how this came up or how I stumbled upon it, but I have seen like I think I watched a trailer for it maybe, and I saw it, like read the premise of it. Yeah, it seemed really weird.
It was. I just caught myself going, "What the fuck is happening?" Most of the movie, like, and no real world is something like this happening. But I mean, we could maybe save it for a movie Monday. But
Yeah,
you know, it is Thanksgiving season. Maybe we can.
that
do
is
that,
true.
but,
We could bring that up.
but yeah, no, I did it. I did do it. It was draining. I don't want to watch a movie for a long time right now.
Yeah, that's a lot. I don't know. I'd have to tally them up. We did watch quite a few toward the end, but I definitely didn't get near 31. See, I might have been able to get close because we did watch all the Fear Streets again, but I think we watched those in September. I think it was maybe the last week of September when we watched those, so they don't technically count.
You know, our first Halloween episode of the month, you brought up, you know, the seared in your memory. You brought up the fucking bread slicer scene. And I watched it. I've watched that movie 3 or 4 times, right? And I know the scene, but every time I watch it, I'm like, I don't remember it being that bad. it's like my brain.
Like your brain is almost protecting itself.
Yeah, it's like my brain is repressing how bad that scene is.
That's kind of how I was, and I think because it was so bad, and I almost made it out worse in my head. I was prepared for it, but it was a little gnarlier than I do remember. I remember it almost looking like a little more fake, but then when it actually happened, when we watched it, I'm like, oh, yeah, oof. It didn't bother me as much this time, but I think that was because I had kind of prepped myself.
Maybe the next
scar
time
had kind of
it,
calloused over. But yeah, it was a rough one. That's a rough scene. Clever, rough. Mm-hmm. But anyway, we got some stuff to do here. So real quick, the guy across the table from me is the Marco to my Polo, my favorite brother, Brandon Wise. I'm Tyler Wise, and again, this is the Ultimate Showdown Explorers Edition. Here we go.
I really got to stop drinking my water when you do that because I almost spit it out every time.
So we did this. It was a little different this time, where you just said pick a topic, and you put the rest of them together. You put the card together.
I did.
I have a dark match, but other than that, that's the bulk of my contribution.
I did. I have two dark matches and three ones on three. Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. It didn't really take me that long. I was trying to think of a topic. And yeah, I don't know why. It's one of the first things that popped in my head.
It was so random.
It was very random. I wanted it to be random. I was trying to think of thematic ones. Thanksgiving. No, we've done that before. Football. That's lame. And I don't even know how it popped into my head. The word just came into my... Well, actually, at first it was geography. I was like, I don't know how creative we can get with geography.
I tell you what, though.
What about explorers?
You said explorers, and I just looked at the phone for a minute. I'm like, huh? And I'm like, well...
I kind of figured that would be the reaction.
And I was like, this is not what I expected from you, but I'm going to roll with it. I think I stared at... Because I started in my notebook. I wrote all my ideas down. I just, whatever came to mind, I'm just writing it down. And then I'll rearrange it later, right? And I'm not a writer, but I had writer's block. I just sat there and stared at this paper for an hour before something. Then I just started writing names down, and then I kind of went from there, but...
that's usually what I do. I just kind of free associate with the topic for a little bit, and then stuff will kind of form from there.
I had fun with it though. Hopefully you will too.
Yeah.
All right. So coming to you live. All right. We're starting the show a little bit differently than we normally do. All right.
Oh, okay.
We're starting the show with Special Ambassador Christopher Columbus.
Special ambassador. Oh, I forgot to explain my joke. Sorry. I wanted to explain that. You bringing up Christopher Columbus made me think of it. Did you? I'm sure you did not understand the reference in my cold open. Do you know what movie it's from?
I assume National Treasure or something?
No, it's from Home Alone, a movie.
Oh, Filthy Animal, yeah.
A movie directed by Chris Columbus.
That's good. That's good. That's really good.
So there might have been one person out there.
I wish
that
I would
have
have thought about this. Thought about that for this. Oh, damn, that would have been good. Anyways, all right, starting the show. We're starting the show. Special Ambassador Christopher Columbus sails the seven seas to the arena to ring the ceremonial first bell. However, little did we know, we're living in an alternate timeline. Okay? Where his ship crashes into the iceberg that sank the Titanic, killing everyone on board because he's a genocidal piece of shit. Thus, saving all the innocents on board the Titanic, Jack and Rose, they still meet. They fall in love. We don't have the stupid door debate. Okay? Rose likely realizes she probably made a huge mistake leaving her very rich husband and leaving her luscious life for a poor guy. She becomes destitute, probably leaves him anyways, and they likely make a movie about Rose's regrets.
It's just called Rose's Regrets.
Rose's regrets.
Titanic regrets.
Yeah.
So did the iceberg like fall in a wormhole and like travel back in time?
No.
To 1492?
No, it's just always been there.
It's just there.
There.
And they destroyed it by ramming into it.
Yeah.
So it's no longer... They crash into it and like in Armageddon, they split it in half. And then when the Titanic comes through, it just splits the uprights.
I like to think the iceberg was a lot bigger then. When they crashed, it basically exploded the boat.
Yeah.
Okay? They die, drown, whatever. And that sets in motion extra safety advances in the future to look out for icebergs. Therefore, Titanic misses it and takes an alternative route, and they're on high alert for icebergs because they realize,
that's the iceberg Columbus.
Yeah.
See, you can still see the dent from the Santa Maria. Yeah, that's good. You have another dark match, or do you have a first dark match? I guess
our opening dark match. Yes, I do. We have the Tomb Raider, Lara Croft.
Okay.
With no weapons. She gets no weapons.
Yeah, just her.
Versus 10 Dora the Explorer clones.
Are these just regular Dora the Explorer, or they're not like, I don't know, like evil clones?
No, they're just regular.
They're just 10 Doras.
Swiper, no swiping. They're just the regular Doras. Yeah, all clones. I have Lara Croft taking it.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be easy no matter what.
Yeah.
I thought about like 50, but I'm like, that's kind of ridiculous. So I'll just do 10. It's a dark match. It's a good crowd pleaser. Get the blood pumping a little bit.
Good crowd pleaser. Watching 10 Doras get the shit beat out of them. Real fan favorite.
Okay. You had texted me earlier and you're like, remember, no battle royals, no 8-person tag team matches, none of this shit. Okay. It's a dark match for this because I did one and I put it in a dark match because of this. Because what you said. I have
we have an elimination chamber match. Yeah. But we added 16 chambers.
All right. We have a demolition derby, a good old-fashioned demolition derby.
Okay.
We have Bilbo Baggins driving the Ford Explorer.
Yeah, naturally, yeah.
We have... This is so dumb. We have Anthony Bourdain driving the Chrysler Voyager.
Okay.
We have Captain Nemo in the Lincoln Navigator.
Navigator, yeah, okay.
We have Rick O'Connell from The Mummy.
Oh, okay.
He's in a Range Rover. We have Arya Stark from Game of Thrones driving the Nissan Pathfinder.
A Nissan Pathfinder.
We have Dr. Benjamin Gates from National Treasure.
Okay.
Driving the Jeep Trailblazer. And coming in the rear here, we have the entire crew of the Goonies in the Mitsubishi Endeavor.
Is that just the kids?
Just the main kids because...
No sloth?
No, just the main kids because they were like kind of on an exploration for like treasure, right?
They're hunting for treasure.
Yeah.
What's the treasure they're looking for? I can't remember. Doesn't matter.
Well, I have... so the winner is going to be Captain Nemo in the Lincoln Navigator just because it's the biggest and the heaviest and the strongest car in the competition, I think.
Yeah, it's a Lincoln Navigator. It's a full size, right?
Yeah,
full size,
yeah. Just outclasses everybody else too much for any of the other competitors to handle.
He's probably got the most navigational expertise,
Right.
which I don't think you really needed a demolition derby, but yeah.
I didn't, but I was like, we could do a race, but we've done so many races.
Yeah, we've done a lot.
So why don't I just do a demolition derby? They're all in cars.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
It works for me. Do you have another one?
no,
Oh, that was your last. Okay.
I only had two of them.
Okay. So, my only dark match I had was we have Marco Polo, famous explorer, versus Marco Rubio, equipped with a polo mallet.
Yep.
I still have Marco Polo winning because Marco Rubio is a big dweeb.
He's a weenie.
Yeah. So even with that mallet, Marco Polo is just like, give me that. Yeah. Like when, like in Halloween 4, when the boyfriend who was like sleeping around, little douchebag,
Yeah.
he doesn't reload his shotgun for some stupid reason because he's a dumb teenager, and then he like tries to swing it at Michael, and I think he hits him once. Michael gives him like a free swing, and then he just like takes it on the chin, and then he gives another swing, and then he's just like whoosh, does that move.
Halloween 4, is that the one where Loomis and the cops like murder a guy? They like
No, that's 2. Where they just they
just
like run a guy down
just-
and then he just explodes
Yeah, they
into
just
a ball of fire.
run a guy down, just murder him in cold blood, and then just well,
They kill Ben Tramer, yes.
I couldn't remember if that was 4 or that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's 2. Pretty early on at 2. It's a crazy scene. Oh, there's a guy that looks vaguely like Michael Myers, except not really. Let's just run a car into him.
I'm not saying he deserved it because he didn't. Nobody deserves to get run over by the police. But if you got cops, take your fucking mask off, dude. Then you wouldn't get hit.
There were a bunch of people in costumes around, though.
Right,
Like,
true.
it's not just him by himself.
True.
He's just, like, walking across the street, like, meandering with, like, a
True.
bucket of candy or
But they
something.
were telling him to stop, and he just kept walking all real creepily. I'm like, I'm taking that mask off, man. Like, I'm like, hey, look at me.
He's also, like, wearing a different color suit,
Yeah,
and he's blonde.
Yeah, right. That's my thing. It's like, I'm not saying he had it coming or he had a death wish or anything, but, like,
Yeah.
horror movies and bad police work, man.
Yeah.
Let's go hand in
Hand
hand.
in hand. Yeah. So we got our main card now.
We do. All right. I know I just said we've done too many races,
But here's a race.
but here comes a race. We have a triple threat wacky space race.
Wacky space race.
Yes.
Okay.
First one to fly to the moon and back wins.
Okay.
And okay, I don't know. I'm gonna mispronounce these words, but we have Laika the dog.
Oh, I just read about like a dog. That's really weird.
Yeah, and Felix the cat in the Millennium Falcon.
Oh, they're together.
Yes. Versus Ham and Enos, the chimpanzees, driving the magic school bus.
Okay.
And then we have Anita and Arabella, that are spiders, in the Mayflower 2 from Airplane 2.
Were they in space?
I'm gonna give a brief overview, so we're all
Okay,
like we
go
all know
ahead.
who they are. You read about like a Soviet space dog became the first living creature to orbit the Earth, didn't survive. Basically, that's it, right? You know, just a
Yeah.
dog.
Pretty sad story.
Pretty sad. First dog in space, was really treated poorly. We have Felix the cat. Yeah, she became the first feline launched into space as part of the French space program.
I thought you were talking about the cartoon.
She did survive. She actually survived and made it back to Earth, but unfortunately, she was euthanized like a month later for science, quote unquote. They wanted to
Yeah.
study her brain for science, and shockingly, they came away with nothing.
Yeah.
We have Ham and Enos. They were chimpanzees. I don't remember one. I think Ham was the first chimp launched into space, and I think Enos was the first to orbit Earth.
Okay.
Arabella and Anita. They were two garden spiders that were just launched into space because they wanted to study how their web patterns, if their web patterns would be altered in space.
Huh.
Which is kind of interesting.
That's
to me.
interesting, yeah.
So now here's the thing. We're going to sit here and pretend that they're all sentient beings and they know how to fly and they know how to drive.
And they're able to with their little spider hands.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
They have little spider controls.
There are caveats, though.
What were they in? What were the spiders in? What vehicle?
They were in the Mayflower 2,
From...
Airplane 2.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Okay. But there are some caveats with the vehicles here. We have the Millennium Falcon, does not have light speed, and only functions on regular unleaded gas. It doesn't make sense, but I don't care. The Magic School Bus, but it has not been maintained in the last 20 years.
Hasn't been maintained in 20 years?
Correct.
And it's got to get to the moon?
Correct.
Okay.
The Mayflower 2, Otto the autopilot is sat directly in between. So that's the Mayflower 2, that's the two spiders. Otto the autopilot is sat directly in between both spiders and is always in the way, and he's immovable.
Okay.
So he's constantly a distraction.
Okay.
That's all I got for that one.
So, okay. Millennium Falcon runs on unleaded gas. What does that mean?
I don't know. I think it's just a way for me to slow it down.
Okay. But the school bus flies.
But it's going to have...
it's flying faster than a
but
school bus would drive. Like, is that your idea?
Sure, but the school bus is going to have to stop for regular maintenance, like on-the-fly maintenance. It's
okay, so they're just like out in space, and they got to like pull over and call like Space AAA.
Yeah,
and then the airplane.
Otto's just constantly bouncing back and forth.
I haven't seen Airplane 2 in forever. What is that ship like? Is it a spaceship?
I think it's just like a spaceship, yeah, or like a rocket.
Does it look like a space shuttle kind of thing?
It's like an airplane spaceship. You see it?
No. How did you search this? Because these are too vague of words.
It's those right there. It's that
these?
right there. Yeah.
Okay. They never actually. Do they ever actually show the outside of it? Because I've seen like the cartoon thing of it, but
kind of like it's sort of similar to Airplane, where they just kind of like maybe like show the outside of like the window, but like nothing. Okay. They don't show a full body of it.
I gotcha. So it's basically just like a kind of like a hybrid of a space shuttle and a jet.
Yeah.
Plane. Airliner. That's an old phrase.
You got Otto being very inappropriate back and forth the whole way, and the spiders got to worry about not being squished.
Yeah, but they have their own little tiny little spider controls.
We'll just assume they've modified it for their advantage.
So, are they all like about on the same intelligence level?
Let's say yes.
Okay. So, do you have any like initial thoughts? Like, I don't really know where to go from here.
I don't. I hope
the Magic School Bus, does it have like the other magical powers that it has? It's just old. Or it hasn't been maintained.
It's just old. Yeah, it's just old, and it's gonna break down a lot during this race.
Okay, and then the Falcon just runs on unleaded. Doesn't have light speed. Okay.
I don't really know how the unleaded gas affects the Falcon.
Because I feel like you need a lot of power to get like off the ground. Like that's why they use jet fuel and not like.
So I think I think they're running out of gas a lot. So I think all these vehicles are going to have a lot of stops in between.
Yeah. So do they have to do the maintenance themselves, or is there like a space AAA?
They have to do it themselves.
It'd be like the quadruple A, the Aeronautical Auto Owners Association of America.
Yeah.
Except some of these guys aren't American.
We can change it a little bit too. It doesn't have to be moon and back. We can just say to the moon, because I feel like this is a lot of work just to get to the moon and then have to come all the way back.
And then, as was the case with several of them, we just leave them there.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Weep womp. Downer. Okay, so
space travel has some dark history, man.
So what did you say? Did they have to do the maintenance themselves?
Yes.
Okay. So you're just thinking with the Falcon, they're just running out of gas frequently, is what you're saying?
And they
just don't have an unlimited supply.
And I just think, yeah. Well, I mean
that like on board, but they got to like keep filling the gas tank.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I just think with unleaded gas, it's gonna not go very fast.
Yeah. And then the school bus is just breaking down a lot. So you got they're chimpanzees.
Yeah.
And they got to be like under the hood. A couple of grease monkeys.
I promise that's not why I picked them to ride that.
And then a couple of tiny little spiders dodging the inappropriate advances of a inflatable autopilot guy.
I think they all get out to a pretty even start at the beginning. It's just who breaks down first, which is probably the school bus.
Yeah. Do they have like an equal ability to manipulate the controls that they have?
What do you mean?
Like, so say the dog, Felix and Laika, the dog and a cat, neither of them have thumbs. Do they have controls that are like modified to where it fits a paw perfectly, so they don't really necessarily need thumbs, or is that a disadvantage for them?
Yeah, I say since
like where they're intelligent, so they can kind of reach out and grab the stuff they know that, but it's like it's still just like human controls.
Yeah, so since I said let's assume they're sentient beings.
Yeah. Well, they already are sentient beings. That just means like you have a brain. Intelligent beings, maybe.
You know what I mean by when I say sentient beings, okay? Like they're fully capable. I just said they're capable of flying a machine, okay? So let's just assume they're smart enough to modify the controls to fit their skill set.
Okay. So we still have no disadvantage anywhere. Okay. So
I mean, we can.
They're all equally equipped to handle the vehicle. So it essentially just comes down to the vehicles themselves, right? Like that's what I was going for. It was like, because I feel like the cat and the dog, they would be maybe at a disadvantage of like just piloting the vehicle.
I didn't think about that. I like that better. Let's go with that. Let's go with.
So I think that gives them a little disadvantage.
The chimpanzees, they have fingers and thumbs and everything, so they can. Yeah. And the
it's
spiders,
already built to basically they could drive it right now without even having having to modify it at all.
And the spiders are spiders.
Yeah, but they have little teeny tiny controls, and they got sticky feet, so they don't need thumbs.
Yeah. And they have a lot of the legs, so
I don't know why I love picturing a little spider driving a spaceship. That's so funny to me. Like two tiny little chairs, two tiny little captain's chairs. How would a spider sit? You think it'd be like a? Well, no. Squidward only has 6 legs.
I feel like they would sit down kind of like a horse. You know how they?
How does a horse sit? I don't know that I've ever seen that.
Well, they don't sit.
They do like fall over.
They don't sit, but yeah, they kind of like have to like lay down. I don't know.
Yeah, they kind of like bend and kind of. Well, yeah, they lay down usually. They kind of like do the knee thing. They kind of kneel up front and then kind of just lay like a dog.
Yeah, or maybe like a cat where they tuck all their legs underneath them.
They just fold them. Cargo mode. Okay.
Or they do the golden retriever thing where they stick all their legs out.
Yeah, out and back. Simon does that.
He does.
Yeah, with his little like ham hock legs.
Little stubbers.
Yeah, he's got little stubs. I think corgis do that a lot. He's kind of corgi shaped. He's not as thick as a corgi, but dimensionally he's pretty corgi like.
Dimensionally.
Okay, so I think that gives them a little disadvantage. I think the spiders might have the best vehicle for doing this. Was that one? The only disadvantage or the only stipulation there, I guess, was out of the autopilot being distracting. So that's like maybe like throwing them off course a little bit. I think they have the best vehicle to get them there.
Yeah. My initial thought would be, I'm thinking Falcon gets a good start, but it's a slow start. But they start on time and they're going. Same with the Mayflower. I think school bus immediately stalls out. Yeah.
One of those.
Immediately stalls out. So they're, under the hood already, fixing the transmission or something. Because once you get it fixed, you can get a little bit of a boost, until it breaks down again. You can get caught up until it breaks down again. It's all about how far ahead of them the other competitors are going to be by that time.
Yeah. You think the school bus is the fastest?
It is a magic school bus.
It is magic. I feel like that and the Mayflower are probably pretty close, but the Mayflower is probably going to be weaving because it's the spiders.
Yeah.
And they're dealing with Otto.
Yeah. And they're trying not to.
So probably overall, probably the fastest.
Yeah.
Because it's, straight line, it's coordinated effort, a couple of chimps, common goal.
Yeah.
And then I think, I think you're right with the Falcon. With the gas, they're probably pretty coordinated. Although, do we have some like dog cat like rivalry shit going on? Are they getting along? I mean, they're intelligent versions, so maybe they'd be okay. But maybe there's like a little bit of like
I can see a little bit of a
maybe there's some prejudice going on,
a little mutiny, or not a mutiny, but like a
little rivalry,
some animosity going on between them. I think the spiders are they're the ones in sync. They're always the ones that are with the spinning the webs and everything.
Do you think they could spin enough of a web to hold Otto still?
Ooh.
Just wrap them up.
Ooh, I didn't think of that.
Like, because
But-
you can get away with one pilot. So maybe the co-pilot is sitting there wrapping up Otto. Like, get this fucking guy out of here.
Problem is, Otto doesn't stop. He's literally like a pendulum. He's just constantly just doing this the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay? And he's like bolted to the floor. And he's made of, let's say, puncture-proof material.
So they can't
They can't pop him.
Spider-Man a knife over
Yeah.
and stab him.
Yeah.
Okay. I think if they're intelligent spiders, they might be able to figure out a way to get his hand to like stick or something. Get a web, and then like his head gets stuck in the web, and now he's like a little still, and then they can grab his hand.
Right.
And then just,
But
like, they
eventually
do it
it's going to
really
break free
intentionally.
because spider webs, yeah, they're strong for spiders, not for...
Yeah, but they're just gonna keep going, just keep spinning.
But they're spending a lot of time trying to get him neutralized. It's going to cost them in the race.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You only really need one pilot at a given time. So one pilot's piloting, and the other one is doing the tangling.
It's just poop and web.
Do they run out of web? They got to run out, right?
I've
So
always
maybe that-
kind of wondered that. Do they like?
Maybe that's the issue.
Is
They would have
is
to
it
run
just
out of web, right?
Is it like is their web just like coiled up in their body? Do they regenerate it, or do they go like to like the spider market and buy more or something, or like acquire more?
I think it's just it like secretes from them, and then like they have like a little, what do they call that? A spinneret, I think. They say spin, but I don't know if that's just like an old term, like you spin a thread or spin a yarn or something. I don't know that it's actually spinning anything, but it's like coming out of that thing and it produces a string.
I see these webs and I'm like, and then I see the spider. I'm like, how did that all come out of you?
Yeah.
Fascinating.
I almost wonder if it's like a kind of like a hot glue gun, where it's just like in them as like a substance, and then as it comes out, it solidifies almost, but it's so thin it's flexible. Or like you ever see those things? It was like a pen. This was like a cool thing several years ago. It was like a pen where it would like, it was almost like a 3D printer, but it was like a pen, like a 3D pen, where it would like spit out this goo. It would come out, but then like it would harden so quickly that you could like draw vertically, and it would like come off the thing, and it would just be like a solid thing. And then like I saw this thing like make a box, basically, like you know how you draw a box on but it was like 3D, and it would just like, you just kind of drew a line vertically and it just kind of stood up, and then you draw another line over here and connect them, and it would just like, it hardened like immediately as it would come out of this like pen thing. So that's kind of what I'm envisioning with this spider web. I have no idea if that's true, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. They just have like this goop in them, and then as it comes out of their butt, it just hardens.
Yeah.
And it's so thin, it's still flexible, kind of like hot glue.
Interesting.
Anyway, none of that's really like relevant to this thing, but yeah. So I feel like, yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one because they got the most. They're going to be dedicated. They're going to be moving forward at all times. Little weavy, but they're not going to be stopping as much, right? They're probably this is probably a one way or a one. They're probably not going to be stopping, but they're going to be like getting off course a little bit.
Well, we also have to keep in mind we're in space, so we're gonna hit asteroids. We're gonna hit debris somewhere, right? Like obviously.
I don't know that there's asteroids on the way to the moon.
Oh. Well,
I mean, there might be like satellites and stuff.
all right, we'll go with satellites then.
But like, there's not. It's not like an asteroid field like in Star Wars.
I'm just saying there's got to be a couple things out there to where, yeah, you know, there's a little weaving, but they're at a higher potential to crash into something or hit something because they're weaving and Otto's in the way all the time.
I mean, I guess there's just like issues that you would have in space as you're flying that you would have to monitor and like change.
I mean,
you know, whatever.
I don't know
levels
if you're
of
gonna have an
stuff and-
autopilot in between you trying to like beat the shit out of you the whole time to where you're distracted, though. That's what they have to contend with while they're avoiding all the obstacles in the way too. That's my point.
Okay, my point was that just regular space travel, you have to like constantly monitor stuff. I was agreeing with you without having like asteroid fields in the on the path to the moon that doesn't exist. I was saying that like you can't just like, you know, hit go and just like sit there and like take a nap until you get to the moon. Like you have to be monitoring all of like the gauges and things. So having a distraction is, you know, could cause some issues that would, you know, might slow them down, you know, not other than just not keeping a straight path, but it might, you know, fuck them up a little bit. or a little Apollo 13 moment.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's really try to get this match over.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're in agreement. School bus immediately stalls out. Falcon, nice steady start. Mayflower gets the quickest start, but little distraction. So they're out in the lead.
Yeah.
How far are they getting before Ham and Enos get their school bus fixed? I guess it depends on what's wrong with it.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they can get their stuff fixed pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's enough to keep pace or catch up.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Pretty dexterous, those chimps.
Yeah.
They don't need somebody to hold the wrench because they have a foot that can do that.
True.
They can hold their own flashlight.
I was just about to say that. They can yell at themselves while they're holding the light.
Yeah.
Okay. Skipping all the shit in between. I think I like your idea, I like your spinning the web to neutralize Otto.
Mm-hmm.
I do like that. I didn't consider that. I might have altered it a little bit if I had considered it.
Yeah.
But I can't.
I think it might like slow him down enough to where he's not quite.
Yeah.
Because like you said, you're not going to like completely freeze him, but it might, they might be able to like stick a hand down or something so he's not moving quite as much.
I think they neutralize him enough. And I think it probably breaks free a couple times.
Mm-hmm. And they just like re-fasten
and that's what slows them down, and then they get it neutralized and then they pick back up. And I just don't think the Millennium Falcon, they're going to have to make too many stops to refill their gas tank. So I think...
Yeah, a couple stops. And it's also pretty quick. It's not like it's breaking down and they got to spend, an hour fixing it or something.
But they're going to have more stops and that takes a lot of time.
They're kind of like the slow and steady
pretty much
situation. Like the Mayflower is the hare in the tortoise and the hare situation where they're zooming, but they're like all over the place.
Yeah.
Getting distracted.
Yeah.
Millennium Falcon, they're the slow and steady kind of situation.
Here's how I see this playing
out.
But
they're also like got some infighting going on.
True. Here's how I see this playing out. I think the Mayflower 2 overall takes it. I think they do enough to neutralize Otto.
Mm-hmm.
Millennium Falcon, I wouldn't say a distant second, but I wouldn't say a close second. It's kind of like a competitive distant second. That's what I meant. A competitive second. I don't know if that makes sense. It doesn't.
Yeah. In between close and not close.
Yeah. But I think the school bus makes a close third. Makes a very, very close third because they're smart enough. They can get their shit fixed quick and get caught up. I think at the beginning they stall out, and that's what takes the most time. So they're so far ahead of them that they have just so much ground to make up.
They're just throwing Band-Aids on it until to limp into the finish. But
I liken it to, when you watch like a World War II movie or something, and it's always the scene of all the planes coming back on the aircraft carrier, and then you have the one they're waiting on. They're like, oh my God. And he comes back smoking.
Yeah, big black smoke trail.
Yeah. That's them crossing the finish line, smoking everywhere. Yeah.
And then it finally craps out, but just past the finish line.
Yeah.
They hit the Sea of Tranquility, and it just dies, takes its last sputtering breath.
All right, so we in agreement?
Yeah.
All right, the winner of the triple threat wacky space race, first fly of the moon wins. Anita and Arabelle, the spiders of the Mayflower 2. Yeah. Ding, ding. Moving on. Hopefully this
match number 2.
We have Indiana Jones himself versus Carmen Sandiego in a Where in the World is My Shit match.
Okay.
As we heard early in the episode, there were 10 Dora the Explorer clones in this episode, in a dark match. She lost. Swiper got nothing to do. In his downtime during this match, he has stolen the Mars rover as his vehicle, along with one item from each competitor, and has hidden them somewhere on this Earth. The first person to find their item wins.
Why did he take the Mars rover?
He needed somewhere to drive.
Oh, okay.
And he just used that to drive because it's small and he's small. I don't know.
Okay.
It's just stupid. Okay. Indiana Jones, he took his whip and he took Carmen Sandiego's hat. And the caveat here is the only tool they are allowed to access to help them find whatever their missing item is access to a shitty Internet Explorer connection.
Okay. This is like dial-up, is that what we're talking?
Yeah, it could be. And
ding, ding. Carmen Sandiego. So
always
she
thought it
was
was
just like a person, right?
I always
She
thought-
wasn't anything special.
I always thought it was weird that when the old dial up, if somebody was on the phone, you could
hear it.
hear the conversation.
Yeah, it's really weird
So
how that
strange.
worked. Yeah.
You said
Yeah, she was just like a person that like went like traveled a lot, right? She wasn't anything like
mystery exploration. Yeah, it was a franchise that mainly taught you geography around the world.
But yeah, I just
So she
like
knows
the
her way-
character was not like anything.
No, so she knows her way around.
Wasn't like Indiana Jones.
Yeah, so she knows her, but she does know her way around the world. You know, she knows what she's doing.
Does Indiana Jones have, other than the whip that was stolen, does he have access to like all of his normal things that he has access to? Like, does he have like a gun or anything like that?
I'm gonna say
'Cause really all he ever uses is the whip.
I'm gonna say no weapons of any kind, and we're just gonna assume there's gonna be no danger. They just have to just try to.
They're just finding it.
Yes.
Okay. Did Swiper leave any clues of any kind?
No. Just because I didn't think of that.
Okay. So. How are they supposed to find it?
I don't even know where he hit him. I guess the question is, who do we think would find their item first?
Yeah. Are they hidden separately?
Yes. But they both start in the
But do they know that he was using the Mars Rover?
Yes.
The Mars rover to get there?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's say they start in the exact same.
So we got some tracks to trace.
Sure. Would they start in the same place? Okay. And I don't know how he made it work, but he hit them in two separate different locations, but of equal distance.
Yeah. So this is more like detective work, because if they got to figure out where this went, they're going to have to like talk to people. Hey, did you see a fox with a bandana around his head?
I like to think of it as my version of The Amazing Race.
Yeah, but they have clues in The Amazing Race.
Yeah.
He just said, it's somewhere on the globe. Go find it.
Amazing Blind Race. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah. So you'd have to like kind of ask around and see if anybody has seen a fox with like old timey thief clothes on a Mars rover hiding some objects. I don't know. Like I don't know how much. I don't really know Carmen Sandiego very much, but I feel like Indy has a little more of like the detective stuff, but she's also very well traveled, so maybe she probably knows a handful of languages, so she could probably get in with the locals wherever she goes.
Well, so does Indy.
Yeah, that's what I wasn't saying that was he doesn't, but he's also a lot more surly. He usually needs somebody to kind of soften him a little bit.
And I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that they can recruit help.
Yeah. Indy has that guy that helps him. Can't remember his name.
I don't know. Maybe he goes to that random bar in the French Alps or whatever the fuck it was.
Gets what the hell's her name?
I don't know. Not the one from the second one though. We're crashing. Not her.
Yeah. Yeah. Shoot, it's like right on the tip of my tongue. Crap. I feel like it starts with an M. Doesn't matter. She can hold her liquor though.
She sure can.
Yeah. So that was my thought. I feel like he's got maybe more of like the detective abilities. Like I feel like he could like follow the trail of Swiper a little bit more, but she maybe has a little more connections because she's so well traveled. She's been everywhere. Mm-hmm. Knows a lot of locals. He's more like out in the deserts and stuff and kind of smashing and crashing through everything, all of his explorations. So it kind of depends on how far. I feel like
I think the game changer here, I think if he's so focused on following those tracks, I think eventually he's gonna probably accidentally run into Swiper.
Yeah.
And he'll rough him up pretty good to kind of get him to. I think he finds Swiper before he finds his whip, and then just beats the shit out of Swiper.
Yeah, if he's following the tracks, he might just end up at the rover instead of where the whip is.
That's where.
And then they have like a high speed chase where they're on the rover and they're boxing each other.
When I wrote this match, I had this in mind. I think he has a better chance of finding Swiper before Carmen finds her item, and eventually Swiper is probably gonna fear for his life and be like, "Okay, it's in Florida.
It's in Ecuador. Oh, Florida. Okay.
I don't know.
Oh man. Yeah, he has to give it up. That's probably fair. I think if he's doing the groundwork and Yeah, just following the trail. I think you're probably right. He probably does end up just finding Swiper.
You know, we didn't even talk about the Internet Explorer thing.
Oh, I forgot about that
completely,
part.
they didn't even,
Wouldn't he even know how to use that? He wasn't around during internet times. I mean,
True.
I think now.
True, and I think it was so shitty that it's
almost a disadvantage.
It's not even worth trying to use, So
Yeah.
yeah, that's where I stand on it. I think that's what would happen.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
All right, Indy for the win, gets his whip back. Ding, ding.
So is Carmen Sandiego just hatless for the rest of her life?
I think Indy's a good enough guy to find the location of the hat.
Oh, so he gets the location of the hat too.
Yeah, and probably puts his Indy charm on her too. I don't know.
Indy gets the girl.
I don't know if Carmen's of age. Hopefully she is.
I think she's like a full grown woman.
Okay.
Isn't she like a full person?
I hope so. All right. And now for our main event of the evening. We have what I like to call a BattleBots match.
Oh my god. Okay.
Doc Brown has gone even more mad and has turned a couple of exploratory vehicles into sentient BattleBot / Transformer hybrids. Last bot standing wins.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to name the vehicle, and they're basically turned into a Transformer, essentially. Okay.
Okay.
BattleBot, Transformer, whatever you want to call it. We have the DeLorean, which has its suicide doors. The suicide doors used have been modified with full 360-degree pivot abilities. So think of it like a blade. You could use it. You spin it like a blade. I don't know. It makes sense in my head. Like
horizontally?
However they want to spin it. I don't know. To make it... Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was kind of off my rocker when I was making this one, okay? It's got a rear-mounted engine thrusters for offense. The flux capacitor can be modified to manipulate time.
Okay.
I don't know.
Like he can it can slow down time or speed it up, or what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Second competitor is Eagle 5 from Spaceballs, the Winnebago.
Yeah.
It's got a bulky frame, strong defense, can take a lot of damage. Secret hyperjets for offense, like in the wheel wells or whatever.
Okay.
But Mr. Coffee, I don't know if you're familiar with who Mr. Coffee is.
From Spaceballs?
From Spaceballs, yeah. It's like a automatic, I don't know, a coffee machine in the thing, but it's been modified to be used as a weapon. So
okay.
I don't know.
It's just a coffee maker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like special coffee that can do damage to another BattleBot.
Okay.
I don't know. A mobile weapon, right? And then our final competitor is Ecto 1 from Ghostbusters. And so obviously in each wheel it's got
obviously.
Yeah. In each wheel it's got proton packs.
Okay.
It's got a secret gunner seat which retracts with a mobile proton pack.
Okay.
So it's basically got 5 proton pack weapons. It's got an ectoplasmic shield, and you're gonna have to be smart with the proton use because too much could cause short circuiting. Kind of think of it like when you're playing like a Star Wars video game or something, and you shoot the...
Yeah, like the level.
Yeah. Think about it like that.
Okay.
So, yeah. BattleBots.
Okay. So back to the Eagle 5. Mm-hmm. You said secret hyperjets for offense? What can you explain that further?
I was really hoping you'd stop asking me what stuff means, because I don't even really know. It's I like to,
like the little flamey blaster thingies.
Yeah,
is that what you're talking?
Yeah, in the back. So really, the only offense it has is the hyperjets. My early favorite goes to the DeLorean only because of these modified suicide doors.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid weapon.
But with that, how confident are we in?
It's also made of stainless steel.
Yeah,
so pretty tough.
Well, how confident are we during a fight like this that they're going to stay on and they're going to stay intact the entire time and not come off whatever ball joint or however bearing they're on?
If I remember right, the DeLorean was not made super well. They were made pretty quickly.
Like I said, Doc Brown.
It's also modified.
Went crazy mad, so he made these to fight each other. So
yeah, okay. Are any of these operated by a person, or are they all just they're all sentient now?
They're all
They
sentient
all
like
just-
a transformer.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Just think of it as if like you're watching Spaceballs, but for Transformers. You know, Spaceballs is a satire of Star Wars. This is just be a satire for Transformers.
Oh, okay. I see now. So these are like turning into like robots.
You know what? I worded this very wrong. I said BattleBots, and I said BattleBots, but I was thinking Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Oh, okay. I got you. Okay, that makes a little more sense. Yeah, that okay. All right. Yeah, now I can picture it a little better.
That's on me. That's on me. I
Okay,
forgot.
so all these things, they kind of move around. Okay, so I get what you're saying now. Okay. Yeah, so those doors, they spin. They got spinny blade guys. So Eagle 5 is like the big guy.
This is the big show of the match.
Yeah. So if that's the case, do you think the DeLorean and Ecto-1 are doing the old team-up maneuver?
Probably. We've done this match so many times on this show.
They got to take down the big guy?
You got to take down the big guy first, but I think it's so it's so big and strong and bulky that I'm trying to think if Eagle 5 was a transformer, where would these hyperjets be? Would they be in his like legs? So I feel like if they're like in the lower part of his body or whatever, they're going to be pretty hard for him to maneuver to get any offense in unless they're in a certain spot.
Kind of what I'm picturing is, you remember in the first Iron Man, I think it's called Ironmonger. It's never called that in the movie, but that's what the character is. Like the big bulky Iron Man that like the bad guy makes. Yeah. To fight Iron Man, when he has like the thrusters in the bottom and he launches off like a space shuttle, it's like and it's like huge. That was probably really great in the microphone. I can just imagine like the big wavy line that I just created on there.
Nothing will beat the clearing your throat last time. My God, I thought my ears were gonna bleed.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm picturing, where he's just got like these big thrusters on his calves almost, and he can just like lift up a foot and just go.
I don't mean to go back to that, but when I was editing, that scared the shit out of me because I forgot you did that.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways,
the coffee pot thing, is this like hot enough to like do damage to wiring and stuff? Or is it just like a liquid that's like maybe frying some circuits or something?
I'm just saying it's just, I guess, just extremely hot coffee.
Okay, so there's nothing special about it. It's just coffee. But if we got like some electrical stuff going on, it might fry some circuits or something. Okay.
Like I feel like if
that's a pretty good defense mechanism, I think.
Like I feel like if the DeLorean's sitting there, spinning its doors, ablating. Yeah. Eagle 5 can kind of sneak that coffee in there somewhere and mess up something in the ball joint there where it's spinning as a little defense mechanism. I don't know if it'll really do enough to like neutralize it.
Might just like slow him down a little bit. Definitely he's going to take some time.
Yeah. And I'm thinking like scalding hot. I'm thinking like scalding hot coffee, like McDonald's lawsuit hot.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think that slows the DeLorean down enough, and that might give the Eagle 5 enough of a chance to go 1-on-1 with the Ecto-1, and
it's a good
if it's no longer 2-on-1.
It's a good defense mechanism for the DeLorean, but for Ecto-1 not so much because he got the ectoplasmic shield.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. So how do you get through that?
I don't know.
Do you have to like can they fire the proton pack things through the Ecto shield? It's penetrable from the inside, but not the outside.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say it's like
they gotta put the shield down.
I'm gonna compare it to the shields the Troidecas or Droidecas use.
Yeah, the Tribecas. Yes.
The like
Master Destroyers.
The like hamster wheel shield that they have.
Yeah, the big like ball. Yeah.
But they can't shoot inside of it.
Yeah, you have to put it down and then shoot.
Yeah.
But yeah,
we'll say it's like that.
Okay.
Defense has to be down.
kind of like when you block something in a video game. Yeah. Like
Double Dragon.
Double Dragon. Right?
Yeah. Hey. We don't need a monologue about this again.
No. So
it's a solid minute and a half we did that in that one episode. Just monologued Super Double Dragon sounds.
Just the sounds. Yeah, okay. So that makes sense. They got to put but if they see the coffee coming, they can just kind of back up, put the shield up,
Sure.
and they're good. How much effect do those proton packs have on just like a steel being? Because they're meant to like fight ghosts. So how much?
I mean, I guess we can say they got modified to kind of like do some damage to steel.
Yeah, that makes sense. They did blow up a Marshmallow Man. Can they cross the streams? They got 5 of them.
So I guess a good counter to the shield for Eagle 5, if Octo 1 is Ecto 1 is taking care of
Dr. Octopus came along, took it over.
If Ecto 1 is handling his business with the DeLorean, using those proton packs, shields down. Eagle 5 can sneak in with the coffee and kind of get in there. Really, that's
stomp him with one of those jets.
That's all Eagle 5 has. He has the hyper jets, but again, I don't know how much.
It's mostly just the size, the size advantage, but doesn't have a ton of offense, a lot of defense. DeLorean, I feel like, has the defense and the offense in this situation, but maybe is like a little bit on the fritz.
He does have the offense, but again, I don't think those doors hold up the whole match.
Yeah.
I think at least one falls off.
Sure. I'm thinking it's kind of like back when this match was a BattleBots match. I was thinking like pretty much every BattleBots match I've ever seen where at least one of the bots, like their primary weapon, goes down within like 10 seconds. Yeah. So that's kind of what I was thinking with this, where like, midway through the match, just one of the blades is just like stuck permanently or just falls off or something. But then he's got the other one.
And then whatever this flux capacitor modified to manipulate time is, I don't know if you can like slow time down to kind of get more offense in while everybody's like in slow motion.
Yeah. But it's probably like in a video game. It's only for a limited time.
Yeah.
It's like you get it for 5 seconds where you can kind of
like, is that X-Men where that happens, where somebody slows down time and beats the shit out of everybody or something like that?
Well, there's the Quicksilver scene because he's just really fast.
Maybe.
So it slows down, but like it looks like he's moving like normal speed, but it's just because he's really fast.
The only reason
everybody else looks like they're going slow.
The only reason I say X-Men is because they reference it in Family Guy where that happens, and Meg is like super fast and just beats the shit out of the whole family, and then when everybody comes back, I think Lois is like, okay, who's secretly an X-Men?
I think just generally the DeLorean probably has the speed advantage anyway over the Ecto 1. I mean, that's just like a big, what is that, like a hearse that they build like a station wagon?
We got to also remember, we got to take the vehicle aspect out of this. They're more...
Yeah, I'm kind of like applying that to them in Transformer mode. Whatever, like the qualities of vehicle kind of transfer a little bit to the Transformer side. Where the DeLorean is like a little bit faster. It's like almost a sports car, but it's also, still got those stainless steel. That part of it, I think, gives it another advantage too, because it's tough too.
Yeah,
it's got the offense and the defense, and it's a little quicker. It's got the time thing. I feel like Eagle 5 probably, like we always do with the Big Show, I feel like that he ends up getting eliminated earlier because he's like big and bulky, but I don't know how much defense a Winnebago has. I feel like they're pretty flimsy.
True. But again, I like to think that maybe Doc Brown put some extra reinforcement in
maybe
there,
just beefed it up.
But I mean, still, it's like there's only so much modifying you can do.
Yeah, to protect against proton packs.
I think you're right. I think Ecto 1 probably gets... I don't know, man. This is tough. It really all comes down to if those doors stay on the DeLorean or not.
Honestly, I think I'm leaning toward Ecto 1 winning this one. That I think about it, because I think you're right with those doors. I feel like they're effective early, but then at least one of them's going to go down, and then he's off balance. Then you can just attack the weak side.
I just think they're going to spend a lot of time trying to take out Eagle 5.
You got to be roll up close with that. The proton packs, you can get some distance action.
I think they're going to spend a lot of time trying to double team and take out Eagle 5, right?
Yeah, and he's going to do a lot of damage in the meantime.
Right. Over time, that's going to take one or both of the DeLorean doors off to where it's completely... You can manipulate your time all you want, ain't going to do shit. So I think DeLorean's out first because of that reason. Yeah. And it comes down to Ecto 1 and Eagle 5. Eagle 5 is...
After taking all that damage from the double team.
Yeah. He's still got enough power in him to, like, keep it close to Ecto 1, but Ecto 1 is just a little bit quicker to. Mm-hmm. He can get. I think he's going to find a weak spot, crack in the armor or the steel or something, and that's where he gets that last coffee shot in there.
A big gash from one of the DeLorean doors that he was kind of hiding on the backside, and then he, because he's slow and injured,
he saves it.
Ecto 1 kind of gets to the backside and crosses the streams into the crack or into the gash.
I don't know why I mentioned the coffee pot. That's part of the
other
Eagle
one.
5,
Yeah.
but you know what I was trying. I'm mixing everything up.
Yeah.
But or it could be friendly fire and the coffee pot spills and internally blows him up, something like that. But
because maybe he's waterproofed. He's waterproof normally, but that door kind of gashed him open, and then the coffee slips in and he fries himself.
Death by coffee pot.
And then he can kind of get in there with those proton packs. Mm-hmm. Also, Ecto 1, that's like an old vehicle that was back when they were built with like cast iron. So
so that thing's built to last. Plus it's got updates and modifications by Doc here. Honestly, when we started this match, I was already leaning Ecto 1 because I wanted to give the DeLorean a chance, but I just those doors are falling. Those doors are coming off.
Yeah.
It's a cool thought. It's a cool thought to think of 360 mobility spinning helicopter doors on the DeLorean.
Yeah, I almost want to like draw these out now because I need a visual representation of these turned into Transformers. I'm with you there. I think Ecto 1 takes it.
Cool. And the winner of our main event, not the BattleBots match, the Transformer Rock'em Sock'em match. Ecto 1.
Sock'em boppers. Ding, ding. All right, that is your Ultimate Showdown for this week. We hope you enjoyed it as much as Bran loves packing as many characters as possible into one match. And you can pay that love forward by sharing this podcast with your friends and family. You can find us on all those platforms out there where you can find your podcasts. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a new episode. You can give us a star rating and leave us a review or a comment. Let us know what we got wrong or if we somehow got all of these correct, which I'm sure we didn't miss a thing. All that stuff helps us get seen out there, but the best way to share really is just telling somebody you know. You can like us on Facebook and follow us at CCWisePod on all the social medias. You can follow me on just about everything at Tyler_W. Where can everybody find you out there, sir?
You can follow me on Twitter at BWise23. I'm on Instagram at NotTheFakeBW, and I'm also on TikTok at NotTheFakeBrandonWise. So go ahead and join us in a couple weeks for another episode of Counterclockwise.
And stay rolling.
Sock'em boppers. We beat the shit out of each other with those things.
Remember moon shoes?
I do.
More fun than a pillow fight.